We often take things for granted, the very things that most deserve our gratitude. What happens throughout our history will only have an effect on our future. As a result of our past, we have grown, but not only as individuals, but as a nation. In saying this, veterans are significantly important to our nation's history and future. This is a result of the lives that were lost, mistakes that were made, and changes that were to come. The nation will remain the land of the free only so long as it is the home of the brave. Elmer Davis. The United States claims to be the land of the free. However, it is only because it has been the home for the brave. It is evident to say that without its people, this nation would be nothing. Our freedom would have been seized. However, thanks to the citizens who stood up to the call, they went out and fought to help change America. While looking through our nation's history, one can come to a debatable conclusion that freedom is never free. It comes with a cost. In war, there are no unwounded soldiers. Joe Snorsowski. As a result of war comes casualties and injuries, a thing that every veteran saw while serving. It is sad to say that it became part of their daily routine, to fight and die alongside their brothers. Those who served came home changed, being physically and mentally hurt from what they have done, what they have seen. However, coming home might have been harder than staying at war for some of our veterans. Alongside what the veterans were forced to see and do came the mistakes made from the government and media. In 1969, an ally, the Prime Minister of Australia, decided to stop sending their troops into Vietnam. And by 1972, Australians began to completely change their mind about war. This is a result of the consequences of war. Australians became aware of the perils of war, and thus withdrew from it, leaving the U.S. troops to fight alone. The media then decided to broadcast more images and videos of war, causing more anti-war movements to erupt. The images of dead children and troops, with the video of what the U.S. troops were forced to do, led to many American citizens to come to hate war and the people that were a part of it. This made homecoming very difficult. Some veterans had to be escorted by police in order to keep the anti-war protesters away. Veterans became known as criminals, murderers, or as many referred to them, baby killers. Coming home, they were ignored. They couldn't get jobs, nor could they get the medical care they deserved. Many took to the streets in order to survive, while others became addicted to drugs in order to get through the day, and some even committed suicide. Veterans were only being recognized as criminals and murderers even when they had no other choice, because with war comes death. Some of those who died even went unrecognized. The government failed to give them the recognition they deserve. Many fought and died, receiving no medal. They fought and died only to be hated by the land in which they were protecting. However, the mistakes of the past are now being fixed in the future. Although it is extremely late, it shows how the nation has grown. Now there are many benefits for veterans, whether it be for support or health care. President Obama recently signed a $16.3 billion bill to overhaul the troubled Veterans Affairs Department, saying the country had a scarce duty to protect its military service members. As a country, we have a scarce obligation to serve you as well as you served us, Obama told an audience of military service members, veterans and their family members at Fort Belvoir, Virginia. We are going to spend each and every day working to do right by you and your families. The Veterans of Foreign War Committee has been created as well. This is a way for the Band of Brothers to remain close and to be a primary source of our history, to be able to share the horrific experience and horrible treatment so that way it can never happen again. In conclusion, veterans are important to our nation's history and future, as a way to show us the mistakes that were made and as a resolution to make sure it would never happen again. Those who do not know their past are condemned to repeat it. With this being said, one must learn from what has happened then in order to better the lives of not only the veterans now, but for those to come.